Good afternoon and welcome to. Sorry, I've got a thing. That's it. Got a light on my camera. Welcome to Fallout 76, Grandad's continuing journey. So we're doing the Grandads thing again, and we started right from the beginning of the game a little while ago. And we're just doing the early missions at the moment. Everyone was 7 in the world. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, so we're going in. Do we get anything out of the shop? We will do. We'll grab the free. Oh no, that's the utility. They've been trying to give away those private flags for ages. I really am not interested in that. Supply package, right? Okay, we'll have that. Okay, now if I should go offline for the foreseeable future, we'll try and get back on. But the way my broadband's been going at the moment, apparently my wife is watching TV. She comes home at 10 o'clock in the evening, and she was watching TV, and all of a sudden the TV just cut out completely, and it's happening quite frequently now, almost every night. So she's not happy about that. Anyway, hopefully we should be alright. Right, so what's happening? Well, not much really. It's too hot. It was hot yesterday. There was no stream yesterday because I went out to the shop. I finished the electrical check fairly early. I went out to the shop and I came back. I was just totally whacked. It's just like 34, 35 degrees out there. And in here it's even worse. You can't seem to get rid of the heat. We've got fans on, but they just move the air around really. So I didn't do one, and I'm back today to join my fellow my fellow travellers on the journey into the Fallout universe. Searching for a world, so it seems like the broadband might be a bit on the slow side. If it is, I apologise. That's bad news. It usually means it's going to cut out at some stage. In all honesty, I've had nothing but trouble with Sky since I started this. This particular installation. We're having trouble. It's not finding anything. Perhaps it might be an idea to get out and start again. Let's try this again. Okay, well, while we're waiting, another problem in the broadband. I was chatting about something strange that happened recently, which may or may not be fascinating to you. You all know, if you know me well, that I have a great deal of confidence that we are in fact living in a simulation, which involves somebody or something making a simulation of us for some reason. And just occasionally something happens that is, to me, fairly good evidence that we are. And such a thing happened to me the other night. I was laying in bed, as you do, thinking about strange things, and I was thinking about Cleopatra and the fact that Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than she did to the building of the pyramids. And I always think about Cleopatra being like way back in antiquity, and I'm having a real problem with it. I'm sorry about this. So, okay, thought no more of it, went off to sleep, woke up next morning. I see a Facebook post pondering on the same subject and coming to the same conclusion, and then an hour later, Jimmy Carr, I was watching on YouTube, was also talking about it. And I've had loads of these occasions in the past where I've been thinking about something at one point, and it's been literally on Facebook or whatever. And I didn't say anything, so it wasn't Alexa hearing me or anything like that. At last. obviously it's popular today. So, you know, I mean, I'm not saying it's evidence, but it's, you know, coincidences like this are happening to me all the time. Like I'll hear a song that I haven't heard for years and years and years, and all of a sudden it's on the radio 3 or 4 times in a week. It's little things like that that make me think there's patterns. And I used to think that about work as well. Like one day I'd go in and everyone would be paying with like £20 notes. The next day we'd have 3 £50 notes. Next day it would all be old couples coming shopping. And the next day it'll all be young couples. And it's silly stuff. And one thing is for sure. Oh, I don't know what that's all about. Let's do this out to prevent it anyway. Well, I don't know what's all about. Another look. Just something around here somewhere. Oh, spot on the picture where. Yeah, this. I'll try and get the car in case you're wondering. That should kill a few of them. Right, yeah, so it's little things like that, even though it's not evidence per se. And as I was saying, one thing is for sure, we are never going to know. Even if we are living in a simulation, we're never going to find out because we can't live out a simulation. So it will not be something that we know or can know. Come on, that's it, more like it. Right, another one dead. Right, so we're doing this ounce of prevention, which I believe is AVS medical, if I remember rightly. So let's have a look where that is. Only one quest showing, so it's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, it looks like we're outside it now. Electric backstone for the feral ghoul. Okay. I'll tell you what. Type 2 fuse. Trophy. Okay. What do we do first? We might have to do that first. I can work out where we've got to go. I thought it was AVR medical. We were in there last week. Join the team. I don't understand why it's not showing up. It's not even coming up on there, is it? I think we went in this place and got the thing we needed the other day. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do these two. That'll give us a little bit of XP. Right. Someone over there on the roof? Yeah. Can't get up there. Never mind, they can't get me either. Okay. I'm not worried too much about that. So we want to go back to this place, but looks at it. It's only there. Right, okay, that'll do. At least we can see it in front of us. It's 2. somewhere. Interesting. Oh, great. We're on the attack spike. I think I better have stim pack, hadn't I? Striking yourself. Oh, Cynthia, Sam Bewit, welcome. Hope I find you well. I've just had coffee, so I'm alright. Right, so we're going to try and get in here. Oh, I picked this because we're not going to get in that way. We can get up the top there somewhere. See some stairs around here, some going in there. Can't do that. Stairs. And a door right there. There, I think it was locked, and then perhaps looking at another lockpick skill. Do I know what lockpick comes under? Intelligence or endurance or perception? Okay. Upgrade from there, and we'll look to it. Get an extra lockpick. Okay, so how we're supposed to get in this place, I don't know without being able to pick a lock there. So there's a main gate. Go on, you know, we go up that way and get on the roof. Let's try that. Oh, I thought for a minute I got locked out then. No, can't get that one. Right, okay, so we'll try and get up there somewhere. Oh, we can go this way. My broadband is definitely not behaving itself, unfortunately. You can tell there's too many lags. If I could go back now to when I ordered my broadband, I would, because you're locked into a contract now, and I haven't got an alternative. If I could have changed it when I had the chance, I would have done. So the back where we went up into the little signal box. Try and get over into that area somewhere. So I heard a song the other day, I haven't heard for years, by Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel called Judy Team. Once I get that in mind, I just cannot shift it, I really can't. You've got to try, haven't you? Bearing in mind this is a low level mission, I would have thought there was a way into it that you could find quite easily, but maybe not. If not, we'll have to go, oh, there's a door. If not, we'll have to go somewhere else. Ah, no, barred again. We'll have to try it. Can't shoot the window. Oh, look, there's a door. No, that's not a door, is it? Oh, damn. Right, okay. Can we get anywhere, any other? So they're both in there, really, aren't they? Right, okay. Well, we can't get in there. Tried several times. So we'll have to go for another quest. So there we go. This is the thing, I mean, on my other character I would have had that door open in seconds. But there you go. Quest. This. So we'll get rid of that one. Let's do this one. Get rid of these for a moment. Till I've got some more stuff come up. So, welcome to the neighbourhood. Go to Fort Atlas. Excuse me. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I'm in a bad way today. Fort Atlas, you know, it goes here somewhere, and it's not really simple, is it? Somewhere over I'm not trying to get that. Where are we going? We'll go this way. Move the marker over in this area. That should take us where we need to go. Oh, it's 3 markers. Okay. Yes, I know, I've taken on the Grandad monster. instant death. Look at that.
Poseidon Energy Plant WV-06 has suffered a critical failure. Hazmat teams are en route. Please remain indoors and await further instructions.
I've got loads of things showing up. What am I doing on that? I don't want to be on that. Go this way. Yeah, well, we've got to go around shooting things. I think I might just have a wander around then today if I'm not going to find anything too much. What an area to search for blood from feral ghoul. So, whoops. Some more things up here then. Take all the scrap at the moment. Stuff here. I don't want to knock people. It's about like coming up here really. Around there. But we can't say enough plenty of action this morning. Right, that's all done. Oh shoot, somebody's shooting everywhere here, isn't it? Amazing. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'll just skew up, shall I? Oh, look, he's over there, look. I'm not sure I'm going to get much done today, but we'll give it a go. What's this? This going up the side then. I think this is where I want to be. This is Poseidon Power Station. I don't want to be in there. What I want to be doing is like other missions. You get I still want to get in this place. I don't understand why I can't get in here. There's got to be a door that's not locked, or at least a way of getting in. Anyway, looking forward. Just go let's have a look at this train station. I like discovering train stations. You can do lots of things there. I don't want to reward, go away. Seen lots of action around here lately. Charleston. One thing I always liked about train stations is there's always somebody who can help you out with trading, and there's always a workbench and a stash. Screws, I think. See if anything needs repair at the moment. Probably does after use, I've been giving it. Combat knife, we don't use that much. Laser pistol, we don't use that much. Hunting rifle, we can use that. Shotgun's okay. Tactical combat rifle. Probably could do a small repair on that. Is that the one I'm supposed to be using? What damage does that do? On just 28. Seriously, it should be a 39 plus. I'll 39 electrical damage. Right. Can we do any mods on this? Don't worry about that. Right, okay. Where's my stack? Over in the corner. I've got the jump. Just realised if I've got killed. Right, so getting the train off the gate from here. Somebody else to kill over there. And that's a player. Don't go killing players, they won't like it. The opening's on the roof, yeah, I mean, how to get up to the roof? Can't jump now at the moment. Alright.
It's hard work making a living out here.
I'd like to be able to get up there, but I don't think I can go that way at the moment. From there. I do miss my other character, you know.
I know a guy
I'm
who
on my way,
that.
on my way. Was that you earlier on in his shop? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, down there. Let's try that. Right, okay. Must have done this pretty well. I was going to get him, honest. I must have done this ages ago, but it's amazing how much you forget over the years. I see where it is, yeah, gotcha. Don't fall down the hole. Thank you. Stairs. It's good. Right. Oh, these things are getting over straight. Right, okay. Yes, it's 12 over this way. Upstairs, right, okay, got that far. There we go. Ah! Fan. Bring it up again. Head that way. Unbar that door. Hi Pete, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. Over this way. Oh, this is in AVR, isn't it? Yeah, I know. So I haven't seen it then. Oh, I saw it. Right, okay. This way. Oh, it's still sticky. This is the problem. I haven't got a problem with the heat as such. It's just so sticky. It's just, you just can't relax, basically. So we'll go upstairs. Fans. Door over there. Down there, door. See what I mean? It's not thanks here. Okay. Over this way. Right there. Lovely fans, so he does. Shot. Right, okay. stairwell. Should get stairs further down here. Oh, got there. Toilets. The first thing we expect. More toilets. So we've got to go downstairs. Big doorway that leads downstairs. And upstairs. Way down here somewhere. One thing I love about this game is that these people are posed exactly as they were when they first played it. Damn. Right, so are we downstairs far enough? No, we're not. Well, 4. One the other. Hopefully it's marked because I can't find any of them. We would have thought it was downstairs, we end up in an office. so we've got to get out of here basically. Stop. Remove that. Alright, okay. So let's get out of the nuclear train yard. Seems to be the area we can go to straight away for this. That was a good back that I'd use on smashing cars up. Would be well away. Okay.
Let's play.
First one I come across, did I go and do the I might have gone and done some up the dam. I think I've been there. Too much scrapping today. There's some stairs there, so I suppose that's where we go up. I'll win that every time. That's what we're after, Ferry Ball. There it is. I've just killed them, no.
Listen up. All Blood Eagles out there are invited to a show. We captured Beckett. If you want to see blood, roast a pig,
Got my blood
come
sample.
on down to Poseidon. Bring your
I've got to go back to
friends.
AVS medical
Being
again.
Blood Eagles,
Lovely.
they'll get
I
shredded
remember all
too.
the what was it called? I remember all the first ones I was doing in these being pains, to be honest. Just seemed to be every time we were backwards and forwards. I've never actually blown a car up in real life, I promise you. Honestly. I felt like it sometimes, especially when they were my cars, but there you go. That's something to do. Real factor. Oh, what happened there? It's just put me out, I didn't do that. Yeah, right, okay. I don't want to know, mate. Oh, did have a car that actually dropped its transmission on the road as I was going. We were going on a really long journey, and this car was a fairly old car at the best of times. And we were going to Cambridge in the UK, which is that's not Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's in the UK. And we were going there to see my brother-in-law and his wife and family. And we were going on the A road that leads down this. We've done about 3/4 of the journey, and all of a sudden the gearbox just fell out basically. And we had to leave the car where it was and get it towed, and then make the rest of the journey on sort of public transport. I like it, yeah. Great stuff. I'm heading in that direction. Yeah, I've never had a car do that before, although I'm afraid engines are a bit like that. That way. Yeah, bit like that. I think I've found the another one. I think I've found the thumbnail for the video. Why have you got a dustbin? Not anymore. Right, okay. I've never seen one of those with a dustbin on before, but I'm sure they are. Right, where are we going? Been kitchen somewhere on here. I will go back out by the door then. I'm enjoying going out by another room. Oh, perfect pipe, can't do it. Oh, no, he's not. He killed them. I must admit, my first car was basically, there was a young lady involved, let's put it that way. I was still fairly young, and I needed to go to where this lady lived and see her, and she was quite a long distance away. So I needed a car fairly urgently, so I bought myself an Austin Allegro. For those of you who don't know, that's a British shitty that basically broke down on a regular basis, but this one was already old. When I say old, it was ancient. It was just about ready to lose its head gasket. And I bought it anyway, because I needed a wagon. It was £100 basically. So I bought the wagon anyway, and it was given me actually for a few months. It surprised me because the thing was literally falling to bits. Believe me, it couldn't go much further. And in the end, as I say, the head gasket went. That's the way I feel to do that. And 11 down. I go on the floor. I knew it'd go around here somewhere. Okay, so still down. Not so that's 4 hours again. That's 13 down. Let's come up the stairs, so we've got to get down, back down again. We're back here. What are you doing here? door then. Okay, we'll go through the door. Go again. No, too far away now. Right, okay, so we've got there. No, the blood sample. I did. Analyse the blood sample. How many blood tests was quick as that, eh? Use this thing to finish the process. Here we go.
And if you're hearing this, it means you must
Right,
complete my
what are we
work
doing now?
and inoculate yourself.
I'm trying to remember where
Next,
Fort Atlas was. It's down here somewhere.
Find out if our elite anti-scorched unit, the fire breathers, are still alive. You can find them at the Charleston Fire Department. The fire breathers need to know the vaccine is ready.
I don't know where it is. I know it's a round thing. So let's
you're going
follow
to
that.
need their weapons to
Nearest
stay
thing we've
alive.
got is Grafton Dam. Of all the cars I had, I think I mentioned this before, my favourite car was a BMW 518 injection BMW. I don't know what to do fast now. I think I'll come with you if it comes up. I'll probably die instantly because I'm virtually a complete newbie as far as this game is concerned. Unless we can stay away, I mean, I won't be much help this one. It's 4 minutes. It's quite difficult. Sorry. I just found it on the map. I only found out last year actually that Fasnacht is a real festival. I thought it was something invented for the game. So mountain people. Something similar to a road anyway. Yeah, well, being a UK-based person, I didn't actually realise. I knew you got things like weird things like Groundhog Day, because Groundhog Day was made popular in the film of the same name, and that, I knew about that, but I just didn't get that it got whether it was just loads of
Oh, you scared me.
nowhere near us either. No. We'll gather around there. Is that where Fuzznut comes up and happens in there? That's the only one at the top of the map. Trying to think what to do. Right, start again. That one. To the east. No, went the wrong way. Well, how exciting was that? Okay, I'm not going to bother with that bit anymore. We'll respawn camp again. Even though it isn't much of a camp at the moment. We'll try some more. So, what challenges we've got. Fire breeze. What's this? 163, that's not down actually. Okay, we should be able to do that one. Let's get rid of that. And she's probably in here something. So back to the house again. Let's just get this going on. Just give us a bit of pep talk. The ammo. Spices. Hello.
It's good to see you, but we need to focus on the inoculation.
Yes, it's done.
Is it done? Good, because we're gonna need a lot more of it. Have you been to the mountains lately? It's not just us anymore. people from outside Appalachia are coming in. I snuck around 2 of the larger groups and saw them both building. Walls, housing, defensive positions. They're coming to stay. Each and every one of them is walking into a medical crisis they don't even know about. I knew I could count on you. I'll work on finding a way to make enough of the inoculation for everyone. You just get them all to agree. Judging by the architecture, the ones to the north are the old Raider pals that crazy robot Rose keeps going on about. You might, need to talk to her about them. See if she can arrange a meeting or whatever their word is for "we need to talk, don't shoot us." The ones to the south look more like a caravan of families, but who knows what they've been through. Don't let your guard down around either of them.
Have a moan.
Do you think I like sending you into harm's way? I don't. But we have to lean on each
That's
other.
what Grandad
I
would do.
need
do have to go.
all of you
I
to
want to
do
go.
your part.
I want to sit here and do nothing.
Anyway,
Right,
I'm
okay.
sure you must have other questions. We can talk about them now if you want. Or if you're ready to head out, just be careful out there.
Let's just see what we've got on the how we're doing here to stay regardless. I'll talk to the settler leader. Okay. That's the toilet. I'm going to go to the toilet. Right, okay, we'll nick the bucket anyway. Although God knows what's been in it. It's very strange with the cats lately. Well, 3 cats actually. 2 of them, they form this unlikely bond, and in the morning, first thing, I wake up and there's this pair of eyes, 2 pairs of eyes staring at me. And then I get some food and they follow each other around like lost sheep all morning. Lovely cats, but weird. Absolutely weird. Right, so let's see where we're going to go on this thing. What we've got, all these bit dangerous, isn't it? So let's get back into quests. That's it. No, one of those, not that one. Complete signal strength. And have we got a marker? If so, is it anywhere near? So where are these people? Signal strength. Top of the Royal Radio signal. Okay. Oh, I need that in on game for that. Rose, this little French robot, if I remember rightly. What am I doing? So, I can't remember what it said we need to tune into now. Top of the world radio signal to learn more. We haven't got a top of the world radio signal. I'm sure there's probably one out there. I think I know where top of the world is though, if I remember rightly. It's... I thought I did, but I'm not. Oh, sorry, that's my box. I think there must be the top of the world radio signal in Grandad. That's all. It's garble. Okay, maybe not. See how long we've got. Let's try that one then. Right, I'm going to try this one first, but yeah, I mean, I sort of knew roughly where it was. I know Rose is a seriously psycho robot. No, she wasn't a French robot. No, she's the psycho, isn't she? Yeah, I know the one you mean now. I know the one I mean now. Anyway. Let's do here to stay and see where that is. Show on map. There you go. So we need to get over there. I'll get there anyway. What we've got nearby there? Not a lot. That's going to be a lot of walking. Go from there. I'm afraid the brain will be dangerous today. Oh, well done. So I remember there was an awful lot of walking in this game when I first started playing it. Almost gave up on it after a while. Oh dear. Right, I've got to go and pay a visit, I won't be a moment. Right, okay, so let's try again. Sorry about that, bit of a delay. Right, so we're going to head over to, hopefully, to the Raiders. Or... I seem to remember when I went and did that mission before for Road on the top of the world, the radio was available straight away, but apparently not the case. So they might just follow the road round. As long as we're heading in the right direction, we'll probably discover a lot more places, which is the idea of the mission, of course. See some enemies in front there. For some reason I'll hold the gun out. Oh no, that's just a scorched victim. Just discover a few places on the way, because there's going to be, wherever I go, there's got to be a lot of walking involved. So I might as well get a few places discovered on the way. It's all going the same way. I'll get down to that crossroads there, mark on it. That's it. Follow on from there. Because we'll discover a few places on the way at least. Direction. No, not. Oh, yes, we are. Sugar maple. I remember this place. I don't know. I'll look in a sec. See. No. I didn't know I've got any there. Oh, we have. Look at this. Okay, go on. And what do you suggest there? I'll let you pick it. Bearing in mind the sort of play that I do. We've got action diet, ammo factory, blood sacrifice, balling chemist, collateral damage, occasion, electrical absorption, exploding bomb, far-flung fireworks, and that's it. Well, follow through. Funky duds, whatever that is. Hack and slash. Oh, master infiltrate, that would have been useful earlier on, wouldn't it? Yeah, but I could do that now. What do you reckon? You reckon I should go for the infiltrator thing? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. It's all your fault if it goes wrong, mate. Oh, we can rank it up. I don't know, no points. Right, okay. So, yeah, we had that. Is that in there? Yes. Right, okay, so we should be able to do, yeah, okay, master infiltrate, yeah, I've got that. I think we're all in agreement on that one. Bearing in mind I couldn't get into that last place because the lock pin wasn't working. We're supposed to be going that way. All we'll do is go further away from it. Okay. Let's all blocks up there. So let's have a look where we're going. Settle. Oh, okay. I've lost track of where I'm supposed to be going. We've set the leader, aren't we? But why was I going this way? I've completely lost track of where I'm supposed to be. I'm back near Avion Medical again. Oh no, I'm going over here, right, that's it. So, keep going down this road, we should eventually get to the junction. Down this road, right, this road. And to the west. You catch his Gary, come on.
I found it!
Excuse me a second. About that. I don't know what day conditions are normal for goes to work. My wife goes to work, she sits by the door. I think she thinks if she sits by the door, she'll come back, catch a vegetable pieces, but no. Right, okay. Road now, not road here. So I know we keep going directly south then, instead of, yeah, go south. I don't know why Daisy's like that, because she knows I'm here. It's not like we're leaving on our own, they're never on their own for any length of time. So I think she just, which I'm obviously misses. She sees me and she thinks, oh, you're doing second best. I don't mind if she does, as long as it doesn't feel she's on her own. And of course, my big is pretty much the same. He doesn't yell much, he just lays there and takes it. a load of mountains up there. Carry on this way. Oh, we're actually on the road. I have to just keep following this road then. Route 62. Is this road what they call an interstate? Because we've got three types of road. We've got we've got four types of road. We've got an A road and a B road. A roads and B roads are just normal streets and ow. A roads and B roads are just normal streets. That's what I'm thinking about. And then we've got dual carriageway and motorways. Motorways are 3 lanes, and 3 lanes on each side, and dual carriageways are 2. But the rules are pretty much the same for both. Yeah, so I imagine motorways are like your freeways. Interstates are probably, freeways are probably dual carriageways, interstates are motorways. I don't know what the exact types are, but I know that so we're still heading out onto the spot. Let's go to where we were and try and avoid being killed this time. I don't know what kind of speed you're allowed to do on motorways and dual carriageways, but we're allowed to do 70 miles an hour on 20 miles an hour on dual carriageways and motorways. 30's top back on the roads. When I say 30, it's 30, but it's like they have 20 mile an hour limits, which is supposed to save energy. I've always said, if you have a 20 mile an hour route, which is they put it in areas where there's schools and that sort of thing, and they say it's going to save lives. But no, I mean, when schools are coming in and out, I sort of understand them. But when there's no schools coming in and out, all you're doing is revving an engine at 20, which will be manual, will be second gear, third gear, just the top of second gear, maybe third gear, depending on the car. And so all you're doing is revving a car way past its design. You're not supposed to rev a car in second or third gear. It just uses so much juice, which is not saving energy. That's all. Well, run away, didn't they? There you go, they were supposed to run away. Yeah, I mean, there's a thing over here, and I'm sure you've seen similar things on TV where you're from, which is a group of specialised people go around super impressive in fast cars in order to catch motorists. And you'd be amazed, I mean, you have people doing like 60 or 70 miles an hour in a 30 mile an hour zone. A 30 mile an hour is like a residential area. So these idiots are doing like 130, 120, 130 in a residential area where there's cars parked on either side of the road. And when I say residential area, you've never seen a British road, they are tiny little things. I mean, the road outside our house is probably maybe about...
Get back here! You're my dinner! Oh, shit! Well, thanks for killing that thing.
Do some
misty, foggy crap.
Dude, I've got 60 already. Yeah, so they do that in residential areas where there's kids, where there are parked cars on each side of the road, and they can't control it, or they can, or they think
Everything
they can
gets
control it,
damp
but
in
they
this
don't.
weather.
So yeah, I mean, we get used to all kinds of stupid things, and the most important, the one, what's the record for all of those? And the one that comes up time and time again is driving without insurance or a license. The youngest person I ever caught doing it was a guy who was 13 years old, and he was driving his parents' car. What am I doing? Yeah, but this is the thing. They're not only sort of risking their own lives, but they're risking everybody else's lives as well. I just don't get it. What am I doing? Do the set list first, because we're already halfway where we're supposed to be on this. How far we have to go now? It's here to go down to the south east. Oh, don't tell me there's going to be mountains in the way. Yeah, I mean, the ones with no insurance do in my area. I don't know what the situation is in America for insurance, but we have to have at least third-party fire and theft, which is exactly what it says. It pays out if you hit a third party, if there's a fire in your car, or if your car's stolen. That's the three things it pays out, and that's the basic minimum insurance you have to have in this country. I always get fully comprehensive, which means it covers everything. Third party fire and theft plus other things that happen to your car. If you crash and it's your fault, it's still covered. But you've got people who go out with no insurance whatsoever, and you know that if you get hit by one of them, that's it. That's your insurance premiums are going to go through the roof next time. And yet when you see these people and then they're honest, yeah, it's just totally unfair, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's not just that, it's if they crash into anyone's property, the same thing applies. So if you crash into a gate or a house or something like that, a wall, it's the same thing. For nothing. And we haven't even discovered anywhere else apart from that. Oh, go back to Savage Divide again? No, can we go to a camp? We can go to camps, can't we? Yeah. Okay. But the worst thing for me is not having a licence at all. I mean, you get kids going out in their mother's car or their father's car with no licence whatsoever. They pass no tests. And they just think, oh, well, you know, I can drive. Oh, look at me, I'm a master driver. And they're nowhere near. Right, so where are we going to go now? We've still got a fair bit to go, but I think we're heading in the right direction there. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Okay. More mountains. There's another thing as well. You're supposed to you pay road tax in this country, and road tax is supposed to be for mountains. Road tax is supposed to be for repairing potholing the road and that sort of thing. It doesn't get used for it. It's just a tax basically. So you have to have tax, insurance, and MOT. They're the three things. MOT is a yearly safety check on your car to make sure everything's okay. I used to dread MOT coming around each year because you have to take it to an MOT station and pay for the MOT regardless whether it's sort of gets passes or not. And then if it gets failed, you have to have the work done. And 9 times out of 10, because of the potholes in this country, my front springs will go on the wheels, on the front wheels. So I used to get regularly failed on springs. It would cost me the best part of 140, 150 quid just to get an MOT certificate and have the repairs done that I needed to get done. I'm sorry, I'm going on like this because we've got nothing much happening this time. Literally. I think I might get to this and do this mission and I'll have to stop because I can't keep on for too long, and at the moment it's all fairly sort of, we're discovering stuff that's few and far between. So, in the right direction, we will head down this way at the end of it. But by the time we're around that way, this directly where we want to be. I think it does. Yeah, okay, takes us. So we follow this down to there, mark that on the map. Stay on the road. In fact, the MOT, the reason I had to get rid of, I had to get rid of my my favourite car. I mentioned earlier it was a BMW, 518 BMW. I had to get rid of it because to buy, it needed tyres, and to buy new tyres for the wheels, you would have to pay more for the tyres than you would have to pay for new wheels. In other words, the wheels were cheaper than the tyres. So I unfortunately had to sell it to somebody who had the money to do it up. I love that car. Still heading to the right. I do watch a lot of American YouTube, he's certainly a vibe. I watch a lot of his, and you see like people in America have got these mega cars, sort of 7 litre engines. The biggest you'll see an engine is about 5 litre. And that's usually a custom job. The thing is, I mean, you say what you like about insurance and car theft, but it's just criminals in general that bull markets. Excuse my French. They just think the world exists for them to do what they want, and they can just get away with it. Any person who sets out to do a crime is basically saying, I want to do this and I can get away with it. I mean, whatever your politics, for instance, try to take Colin Kirk, whatever your politics, I mean, you may or may not be on his side, reasonably speaking. Nobody has the right to go out and take him on. I'm going to die again, I'll let them do it. They could do. Away. Oh, well. entitlement. It's basically all it comes down to. And the newer generation, I'm afraid, are going to get even more entitled as they go along. I saw a video the other day and that made me so angry. I'm not conservative, I'm a conservative. I'm not rabid conservative, I'm not far right. I'm not, you know, you've got to go back to exactly the way it was when I was young. You never will. But there are certain values that I hold to. And one of them is respect. Yeah, you'd think that, but the place I live, you get a lot of entitled brats where I live as well. So it doesn't always follow. I mean, I'm right out in the country, in a small town in the southeast. Anyway, as I was saying, you see children, and they are so rude. And this particular video I was watching, the child's mother told him that he'd got to stop doing what he was doing to get ready for school. He told her to let off his own mother. I thought, well, you've taught him to be like that, and then you reap the reward of it, you know? It's annoying me so much. I mean, the first thing they do these days is slap an iPad in their hands. Sorry, I'm getting off on that. And they learn from a screen, that's the problem. I'm sorry, but they do learn from screens. And screens don't teach you very well. Run away. Would it help if I ran away more? We will get there eventually. Being the active word. Yeah, I know. It was the same luck. We will get a slap. I don't know how old you are. I'm not going to be rude and hard. But I'm in the 60s, and in my day, I've got more than, it wasn't just a slap on the legs either, a clip around the ear. And these days I understand that could be quite dangerous, but we didn't understand it then. And one thing was for sure, we never did it again. Stopping watch again. And of course I still had the cane when I went to school, and some school it was the belt, and sometimes the cane. The belt was the sound of the headmaster would take off his belt and give you a good smack in the rear end, and the same for the cane. And those are not good things. I don't think they ever were. But the point was that it bred a certain amount of respect in you. But these kids these days seem to have no respect whatsoever. There was a woman, I was going up to school the other day, and there was a woman at the bus stop. Yeah. When I was brought up in the 60s, so you can imagine how different it was then. Anyway, so I was at the bus stop and this little kid, I mean, admittedly, it looked like there was something wrong with him. I'd say wrong with him, he had autism or something like that. And he was going around asking people questions. And he kept asking me, and I kept answering as best I could. And then he asked me a question that I couldn't really answer, I didn't want to answer. And he said to me, oh, well, you've been at the hospital? I said, yes. Let's go up there, you should mind your own business. He said, mother, I don't like going there. Well, you're letting your son ask people personal questions in the middle of the high street. You should know that people can get upset about it. But they don't. The parents are worse than the children. And the problem is this compounded, isn't it? The parents brought up entitled, so they bring their children up even more entitled. To the point. I mean, they were saying the other day, you've got the average you should spend on a birthday present for a child these days is between £100 to £200. I couldn't even dream of that kind of money when I was young. If I got a birthday present, I mean, I always remember Christmas was amazing, and they used to have a thing called a catalogue. It's a mail order, and it was a big book that somebody was an agent for, and they ordered the stuff, and then you paid them weekly. And I got this catalogue each year just before Christmas, or we were taking to the person who ran it and said, well, you can pick Christmas present. And I would think I was really lucky if I got an action, which was roughly equivalent to G.I. Joe, I think, in this country. One year I got a Batmobile, 1960s Batmobile. Oh, I got a bit more than that, but it was still a case of we got like my parents could afford them no more. £200 for a birthday. And they were saying this parent had bought one present, which was a mobile phone, and that wasn't even the main present of the Christmas. I got another one as well. Right, we're here at last. While we're standing here putting the water. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people who say kids should be seen, not little nasty little shits and all that sort of thing. But there are a lot of entitled and rude children. Right, so we are at Foundation. And then we've got I'm just gonna go in about an hour and 45. I'll just go in and finish this quest off. And although it's been a bit of a slow one this time, I'll leave it at that.
They're just over there. What's up with you?
I'm tired.
What the heck is a John, anyway? I just don't get it.
Hello. I mean, my grandfather told me that when he was young, you got nuts and oranges because nuts and oranges were refreshing food. They were healthy food that you couldn't get all year round. So they thought they were lucky then, and if they were lucky after that, they got a bit of chocolate. I mean, a little bit of chocolate or whatever. Because this was just after the war. So, there you go. Hello,
Everyone well, this is a little awkward. You're from one of the local vaults, right? Hope you don't mind us settling in your neighborhood, because we're already kinda here. And if you want to kick us out, then the answer's no. If the walls weren't already kind of a statement to that effect.
Who's threatening?
Yeah, we'll be doing the same.
I'm trying to do what I wouldn't do, you see what I mean?
Inoculated.
Because
This some
if
kind
I
of
was
a
in
scare
the
tactic?
wilderness, I would be doing everything by the book.
You mean those crazies with the torch skin? Those aren't just burn victims? You're saying it's from a disease? Thanks for the warning, but, you know, if I was a local on a campaign to keep people out of my neighborhood, I might say a few things too.
I
I'll tell you
believe
what,
us.
one of my own is a doctor, Aubrey. I sent him ahead to start up an observation camp, get the lay of things. You talk to him about this. If he's convinced,
Yeah,
then I'm convinced too. Deal?
Right. Got a low middle class, so it's a nice simple thing. You have to make do what we like. It's not using beets to replace sugar for things. Oh, that's an interesting one. Making cakes of bread with tomato soup. That's even more interesting.
South of here. Aubrey and a few hunters. About 5 people. Assuming he agrees with you about
I will
this
go
disease,
ahead. I'm going to say something
then
now
we'll
which
hear
I
you
think
out.
is fairly, hang on, I'm going to look up a bit first, which I think is fairly controversial. Stim pack. Right, okay. Oh, that ran away full. Right, okay, so we want to get out of there. We'll get out of there. Let's go and get some more, I imagine. So the left gate open.
Foundation and those bums up at the crater just don't get along. They want to take everything we've worked for.
Oh. The other thing I have a problem with this game is it's too easy to get hung up on the too easy to get hung up on the scenery. Right. What was I saying? Oh yes, my nan used to make a thing called steak and kidney pudding. It's not steak and kidney pie, it's a pudding. And what it was, she used to make like a doughy, very soft, not pastry, but like dough. I suppose the sort of texture you get with donuts, but not quite as hard. And she used to put steak and kidney mix in it and onions, and she used to boil it for ages by putting it in a cloth and then putting it in a pan, just boiling it. I would kill to try that again. It was so nice, and I don't even like kidneys. Right, so we're going to find this. So I would kill to try that again. Where are we going? We're going down this way. Of course, that's the other thing. We've discussed this before, but I see a lot of videos about food, especially on Conservative Vibes. They talk about doing not easily, but anyway, they talk about doing steaks and barbecues. And oh god, the meat is pink, really pink meat. No, thank you. I like everything burnt and crisp. Well done is not the word. And they do these meat, and I spoke before about a guy called used to do a TV series called Man vs Food, and they used to go into shops that offered like all you can eat buffets and all that sort of thing, and he would literally stuff so much food with them. It was like incredible. I'm just going to make a straight run for this place. I'll probably kill myself on the way. Yeah, and I mean, got it off his stomach the next day. It must have been like, well, if I had the slightest bit of meat, I end up bunged up the next day, so God knows what he must have felt like. It really must have been awful. Challenge then. 30 as well. Okay, we'll let's see what we've got on the that. See what we've got on the level ups. Yeah, let's have a look. Gunslinger, light-footed, marathon. I had action boy on the last build I made. Right, let's have a look at this. So we've got, I've got no extra points. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that for the moment. Straight in the water. Yeah, so anyway, if you watch this guy, it really made me feel ill to see him eating. And when they said all you can eat, he did. He used to manage, they were like burgers which were about 8 inches round, filled with meat and all sorts of bits and pieces. They're still heading out, right? Of course, radiation would be totally totally differently in this game than in real life it does in this game. Everyone would be dead basically. So, is that a vault? It's a vault there, isn't it? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Yeah, I mean, some foods you'd expect only found in certain areas, but the thing is, I mean, the fish and chips that us guys have over here, you can get anywhere. There we go. Apparently nowhere. Oh, nice. Somewhere. Okay. Okay, yeah. I guess it's where all these tents are, really. Yeah. So it's all Who was just killed me? Oh, behind me. Right, okay, we'll respawn there again. We should be okay doing that. So between a nice cup of black coffee, plenty of sweeteners in it, or cold juice. Sometimes coffee can cause more problems. Yeah, solved. On the other hand, it's a nice drink even on a hot day. I say I like a black coffee, but I try. I'm gonna put this. I find black coffee to be a bit of a laxative. So we'll do it that way. That's exactly what I was going to say. Well. Whenever I go into a game, I've said this so many times, whenever I go into a game, it's always dark these days. My computer permanently set on night times. Okay, Centis, well, thanks for joining us, mate. I appreciate that. You have a good day too, mate. I'll be finishing in a minute anyway. Just getting on to 2 hours, you know, and it's about what I can manage on these hot days. Right, okay. See, search what would be. Oh, bring that down. I seem to have stuck myself in some rocks. I can't jump. Great. There we go. Okay, start again. Right, back we go. Well, round about where we need to be. Just don't jump into any areas that we don't need to be. Place we need to be. Well, I'm going to go into this place and find the guy. Hopefully that should be it. Not going to be that easy to get away. Is this him? There it is. What are you?
Stay back! You with those things? Huh? Answer me! He did? Never seen you before. You one of the locals? You got a hell of a welcoming party here, you know that? They hit us up. I don't know how long I've been here. Yes. I was just hoping it was all a nightmare, you know? Wait. You're saying a disease made those things? What's a transmission? Airborne? Direct contact? They never touch me, I swear. You got it. He knows I'm a doctor, so he'll listen to me. And thanks. I don't know the details of this disease, but I am damn glad to be walking away from it alive.
Right, that seems to be done.
I'll meet you
right,
there.
so I think I'll just end up
Just
talking to
need to
Paige
rest.
and get him sorted out. Pete, did you say you streamed on YouTube? I just caught it as I was going yesterday, and it said that I'm sure it said I'll just try and start a stream. I had a look on your chat on your page, but I couldn't see any stream. So if you do, let me know, and I'll look it up. Oh, right, okay. So you don't stream like as a matter of course then? Oh yeah, I'm not trying to push her. I just thought I heard you say you stream, so I would
What have you
have
been up
stream if I'd known what's going on. If you ever need any help with it, I mean, feel free to ask, and I'll try and help you.
Maybe some
It's easy to do. I mean, for me, the
More
problem
ghouls
is
lately.
that my equipment is not,
Really good
and
for
the fact that I haven't got any technical staff means that my streams are very interruptible. What I mean by that is, as you've seen, I might end up that I need to go to nothing to fill in with, and the broadband goes off and I end up losing the signal, and then I have to go back in again, and then I have to explain to everyone, and then I have to tell people I'm not likely to be on. Well, I've got my streams.
Anyway.
Whilst they're okay, I would be the first to admit they're not brilliant. So yeah, it's just a quick. Yeah, if you do need any help anyway, let me know. I mean, the one thing I will say to you is you'll be needing software for it. You can, I believe there is a stream built into YouTube, but I don't think it really is up to game streaming. I still haven't heard anything back from Discord actually, I'm a bit annoyed about that.
Yeah.
12 days, well 13 days now. Might have to use another one. Another chatbot.
You find Aubrey's
I'm
camp?
just trying to think, there's another
Should
one
be
I
him and
use,
about
that
4
my
or
son
5
and I
others.
use, and you can set up groups.
Damn it. Looks like I'll be paying a few families a visit soon. All right. If Aubrey's behind you, so am I. I'll get the details from him when he gets back. If you need to resupply, you should give Sonny a visit. Hell, after that ordeal, if you see a free bed in the boarding house, rest up. For now, you just hold up your end of the deal and get us that inoculation.
Right, okay, well I'm going to leave it at that. As I say though, if you do feel you want to stream, Pete, and you think I can help you, I mean all it is a matter of a piece of software really. All I use is Streamlabs desktop and play the game. It's as simple as that. The only problem is if you're only running single screen on your PC, you have to have your phone running so that you can see the chat, because obviously you can't run it as two separate screens and keep swapping between them. Anyway, if you need any help, let me know. So that's it for now. I'm going off to have really relaxed now and lay down, maybe sleep, or maybe a cup of coffee or something, I don't know. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. I might be playing Seventh Guest, but we're getting near the end of that now. So I might be playing Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert, I'm sort of getting near the end now, and so I want to keep pushing on that because I reckon there'll be a DLC soon. So we'll see how we go anyway. So look after yourselves, everybody. Have a nice afternoon, evening, whatever it is where you are, and I will see you again hopefully tomorrow. Be good now. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it's an awkward one. Sorry, I just realised what you said there. Yeah, it is an awkward one, but streaming on YouTube. So the problem with that is I don't think you can stream two screens separately. I don't know. I may be wrong. Anyway, we'll see. But anyway, if you need any help, let me know. I mean, if you want to give me my email address, I can do that. And I'll see you soon then. Bye bye for now. Don't forget like, subscribe, and all that. Thanks very much. Bye for now.